In this video, we're gonna cover everything you need to know about defending the corners.
Personally, I really struggled with the corners for a very long time. I couldn't really figure out the math or the physics behind where to be or where to position myself when the ball bounced. Like, for example, when the ball was going to the right of me, I wasn't sure if I had to turn left or right, or if the ball came to the left side of me, I wasn't sure if I had to turn right or left. But once I understood these very basic and simple principles, the ones that we're going to show you in this video, it was a game changer for me. I no longer feel lost in the corners. Of course, there are going to be some balls sometimes that I miss because I am too late to the ball, but the difference is now I know exactly where I need to go, how I need to position, and where I need to turn in the corners.
So let's not wait anymore and let's get started.
Vamos.
Defending the corner becomes way easier once you understand one key thing, and this is your positioning. Your positioning depends on which shot your opponents are hitting. They can be hitting a volley, a víbora, a smash. They all create different rebounds, so you cannot be in the same position for defending all those shots. Every shot has a different position in the court. All right, so let's start with the defense of a volley. While defending a volley, usually the rebound is way lower than when you're defending a bandeja, for example. So that means that the ball goes fast and low. So if you're defending a volley, your position will be here. Actually, you're close to the corner, you're good to go to the center in case that they throw the volley to the center. You have to be able to reach both sides. If the ball comes from a víbora or bandeja, you're gonna come here. Like, depends of how close or far your opponent is, you're gonna come closer to the line, or if you see that the opponent is very far away and it's not gonna hit so hard, then you can come just a step back from the line, but always here, kind of like putting your bat should face the corner. You have to be very close to the side glass. If the ball comes from a smash usually have a lot of power. It's most likely that you will have to go and run forward. So you're gonna come one step forward in front of the line. And you always wanna be on the side, because if you're here in the center, you're gonna get hit. It's gonna be very difficult for you to return that ball, because either they hit you or the ball will come very close to your body. And as you rotate to avoid getting hit, the ball is already passing. So you don't have time for that.
So just as a good reference point, where would you stand if you are defending a volley?
Yes, your positioning is, if you put your arm straight, you're gonna touch the glass in the back, and then the same way, if you do this, you can touch the glass here. This will be more or less, this is like a reference, your positioning, where you can defend the corner, but you can run to the center. You are not so much here on the side glass, where then if it goes to the center, you don't reach. You have to be able to reach the center as well.
Okay, so we know the distance from your body to the glass is. What about the back of your body? Do you want to be like directly facing the glass, or do you want to be slightly in the corner?
Well, no, in this case, for the volleys, you're going to be facing the opponent that hits the ball. So if the ball comes from the cross, then you're going to be slightly more towards that player. But if it comes from the parallel, then you're going to be facing the opponent. So as I gave the reference for the back for the volley, when you defend the bandeja or víbora, you want to be able to touch with your hand the side wall. So that's how close you have to be to the side glass. If you're here, it's actually like already too far, because the thing is, you don't want to have the chance to make a mistake in where the ball is going, if it's going to the side or to the back. If I'm here, if the ball comes from my left feet very close to my body, I'm actually not sure where it's gonna bounce. So I don't know if I have to rotate or I have to go forward. But if I'm here, I know 100% that if the ball comes from my left feet, I have to rotate. But if it comes from my right, 100% I will have to rotate the other way. There's no confusion, because the corner, I'm in the corner. Like if it will go in between my legs, then yes, I will have a bit more confusion there. But if it goes right or left, I know 100% what to do. So now Nini's gonna explain you how to turn in the corner.
So as Alba just explained, your position and defending the corners really depends on what shot you're about to receive. A good rule of thumb as to where to position yourself is to also pay attention to your opponents. If you see your opponent preparing high, as if they're gonna do a bandeja or a víbora or maybe even a smash, right away you know that you wanna be out of that volley defending position and you wanna come up to the baseline, kind of on the side, paying attention to your opponent, making sure that they're not going for a smash, because if they're going for a smash, you wanna go even higher up, because you know the rebound is gonna be closer to the net. And if it's a víbora bandeja, you're going to be defending it in that position where Alba had mentioned earlier. So another really good trick or something to keep in the back of your mind is that if you are hitting a lob, you can know right away that your opponent is most likely going to hit a bandeja or a vibora or maybe even a smash if you have a short lob. So right away, once you hit a lob, you want to come closer to the baseline. And if you're hitting a flat ball, then you know right away to get into that volley defending position, because 100% of the time you're not going to get a bandeja or a vibora after throwing a flat and straight ball. So let's start with how to turn with defending a volley from the right side. So it's actually very simple. If the ball is coming to the left side of your body, you're going to turn to the left. You're going to actually follow the ball to the left. Small steps. You want to always take small steps. You want to also be very quick because it's a volley. The rebound is low. And you want to follow the ball and then prepare forehand and return with your forehand. However, in the case where the ball comes a little bit further from you, and a good reference point would be just putting your racket out, and if the ball is passing after your racket and you can't reach it, that's a good indication to know that in this case you're not going to turn, but instead you're going to step back to the lateral glass and then take the ball off the glass and hit straight. So just to recap that, if the ball is passing on your left side close to your body, you prepare forehand, you move quickly, you follow the ball to the left, small baby steps, turn, follow the ball, and hit this way. If the ball is further than your racket with this reference, then you want to step back to the lateral glass and then hit backhand. Now, if you're defending the right side, it's a little bit different. With a volley, most of the time, you're not going to turn to the right if the ball comes to the right of you. It's going to die too fast. You're not going to have enough time. And oftentimes, when the ball bounces to the back glass, it comes to this glass and it hugs the glass. It stays pretty close to the glass. So in your volleying position, you say now a ball comes to the right side of you. Instead of turning, you're going to step back, follow the ball, and then likely return it close to the glass.
Wow.
Now, if the ball passes to the right of you but bounces on the lateral glass, likely the rebound is going to come towards your body. So it's important to see, okay, the ball is heading to the lateral glass. Now you want to make more space so that you have the distance with your racket to return the ball.
Move, 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 move. There. Move, move, move. Good. Move, 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 move.
So now just to recap that, if it's bouncing to the right side of you, it hits the back glass. Likely the ball is going to hug this glass, so you want to stay a little bit closer and return there. If the ball bounces on the lateral glass versus the back glass, the rebound is going to be more close to your body. So right away you have to leave space and then return this way.
So, okay, a question.
Tell me.
Why wouldn't you turn in that case?
So the reason that you wouldn't turn on your right side is because first, it's a volley, the rebound is a lot lower, and also because it touches two glasses, which also makes the ball drop even closer to the glass. So next is defending an overhead shot like a bandeja or a vibora. I actually think that defending an overhead shot is even easier, or less complicated, I should say, than defending the volleys. When defending an overhead, you already know that your position is going to be closer to the baseline because the rebound is a lot higher than a volley. And what makes it very simple is that when the ball is coming on the left side of your body, you know that you're going to turn to the left. Left equals left, right? The ball comes to the left side of you, see it coming, turn. This part we'll do with real balls. So left equals left, and if a ball is coming to the right side of you, right equals right. Ball comes to the right side, you turn to the right side, and you return with your backhand. So something that I forgot to mention is, you know if the ball comes to the right of you, you know if the ball comes to the left of you, but there are times in paddle where the ball actually comes and hits exactly in the middle of the glass. In this case, it's very important not to anticipate the ball and not to guess where the ball is going to be, because you have a 50-50% chance. So in this case, where a ball is bouncing to the corner, you want to kind of wait in the corner and then see, okay, it's going to go this way or it's going to go that way.
So you're going to face the corner and then wait until the ball reacts one way or the other?
Right. So you want to face the corner and then make your reaction instead of anticipating that the ball is going to go one way or the other. So this is the case if the ball comes to the corner. And now, just as a bonus, if you see that your opponent is about to hit a smash, you're kind of in the same position as a bandeja or vibora, but actually a little bit higher up, because oftentimes the smash rebound is close to the net or even over the net. So you want to be prepared to run and get to the net so that you can return the ball from there.
And you have to be on the wall.
Yes, you always want to be closer to the wall because you really want to get out of the way and avoid getting hit with the ball. I didn't cover if the ball bounces on the first glass when coming on your right side. In this case, instead of turning or using the corners, you want to step back and hit it directly off of this glass. You don't want to wait for it to rebound again. You don't want to wait for it to fall. If you see that the ball is coming to the first glass, that's your indication to take it right away and before it bounces.
So Nini just explained how to turn in the right side of the court, but we're going to demonstrate everything on the left side so you can see how all the concepts apply to both sides. And I will try to defend the corners as better as I can because this is not my strength. So we hope that this helped you guys to understand how to defend the corners and how you position depending on each shot. If you like the video, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.